Hi everyone, welcome to Books the House Down. My name's Colleen. We're going to be judging books by their covers today. This is a tag that's going around on YouTube. Kat from Lit with Kat had tagged me in it in her previous video that she did for it, and let's just get started. So the first category is like best color combination. I should say for each of the categories, some of them I couldn't make up my mind on. Classic Libra. So some of them have 2 or 3, and we're just gonna roll with it. This is gonna be quick, no fuss. Here we go. The first one is Dogs of Summer. Everyone's talking about this color combination. Obviously beautiful, pretty. I won't dwell on it anymore. Another one that I really like is this yellow and pink from Happy Hour by Marlo Granados. Oh, I think I also should mention that I'm not going to be talking about these books in depth because obviously we're just judging them on their covers and the aesthetics. So, yep, this is Happy Hour by Marlo Granados. Love that. The spine's pretty cool too. Yeah, this is published by Flying Books. All their books kind of look like this and have really cool color combinations, but I think this one is my favorite one. Another one that I really like is this like ombre moment, gradient moment almost, on The Rabbit Hutch by Tess Gunty. The spine also continues that on to the back. Yeah, I think this book is so beautiful. So those are best color combinations. The second is best typography. Renée from So I Read This Book. I think that's the name of her channel. Obviously everyone that I mentioned, I will leave links to their channels below. Mentioned the typography of Joan Didion Sloshing Towards Bethlehem. Obviously it's so beautiful. It's really retro but also still modern. Renée said that as well. I agree. Another one I really like is this really bold font on this book called The Transgender Issue. Trans Justice is Justice for All. Really bold. I like books that kind of are just like simple but bold font. Really grabs your attention. It's in all caps as well. And the last one is, I'm taking the sticky note off. I have my books organized with sticky notes on top of them so I can remember. Is this book, Susan Sontag Stories, published by Penguin. I really like that font. I don't know what it is. Really like it. Love the simplicity. Gorgeous green color as well. Next category is best simple cover. I have 2. The first one is The Wall, specifically this version, especially this edition of the New Directions paperback. It's gorgeous. It's simple, really beautiful. There's a little like landscape over there. The spine is really pretty. So yeah, I love this simple cover. I also really dig covers that have like a picture like this. Chelsea Girls by Eileen Miles, similar to this Susan Sontag book. It has a picture of the author on it, simple font. Just, I don't know, something about this aesthetic I really like. Yeah. The fourth category is best end pages, and I have a hefty book for this. I realize that not a lot of my books have that much going on, as in like end pages, but I have this book and I think it's really beautiful. So this is Dolly Parton's My Life in Lyrics. Dolly Parton Storyteller, My Life in Lyrics book by Dolly Parton. It's such a huge and heavy book. I got this for my birthday a couple years ago from my partner, and the end pages on this is this like pretty butterfly pinky red brown design. It just looks like a like retro wallpaper. Classic Dolly Parton butterflies. I I was gonna go on a Dolly Parton rant, I'm not gonna, but yeah, I don't know. Really beautiful end pages. Not a lot of my books have end pages, so I feel like this is the only one that I was like, yeah, this is worth a mention. God, I'm gonna put this book down, it's so heavy. On another note, the Sophie from Sophie also mentioned this, that the NYRB editions, their end pages have colors that kind of correspond to whatever they've got going on the front and the back. So this book is called Women Running in the Mountains, and it's like a yellow and navy blue situation we got going on here, and then on the inside there's this like beautiful navy royal blue color, and it corresponds, like all their books have that same correspondence going throughout, depending on the colors on the front. And I think that's a beautiful little detail. The fifth category is best map, and I will admit that I don't have books with like a lot of maps on them. I find that books with maps on them usually are more like fantasy driven, and that's something that I don't necessarily read too much, but I did have a scour through all my books, and this book called Among Flowers by Jamaica Kincaid has a map in it, so we're gonna include it. I don't know if it's the best map, but it's a map. It's a map of Eastern Nepal. She talks about her adventures throughout Nepal in this little book. Yeah, that's a map. Another book, it doesn't have too many maps, but there are little maps here and there, is this book called Indigenous Toronto, Stories That Carry This Place. There's maps throughout this book. Again, I don't have a lot of books with maps in them. So yeah, those are my two map books. The sixth category is best naked hardcover. Again, also don't have a lot of books with a naked hardcover, but it doesn't matter because this one tops. This is Fleabag, The Scriptures by Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Love, I've talked about this in I think my first video ever that I've made, but how iconic. It looks like a Bible. If you watch Fleabag, you know why. Yeah, nothing more to say. The seventh category is best back cover. Again, I scoured all the books that I have. Not a lot of them are like super interesting or have a lot going on the back cover. It's just like a boring blurb moment. But I really like this one. This is called Daryl by Jackie S. It kind of just matches the front. I love how it's like cohesive throughout. So this is the front, the spine, and the back. I like that. That looks cool. So it's the one book I have in this category. This is best chapter headings. A lot of the books I read don't necessarily have like chapter headings per se, but not necessarily like aesthetic looking, but I like the chapter headings of In the Dream House by Carmen Maria Machado. It's just like, if you read this book, you understand why. So she explores stories written as different things. Oh gosh, I am not explaining this well. So one of them is like Dream House as a soap opera, Dream House as a comedy of errors. There's like Dream House as a sci-fi, Dream House as a deja vu. I like the names and the play on that. Yeah, that's all I will say. I will mention though, I'm gonna bring it back to a Kincaid. Where's that book? Oh, here we go. I like the look. I like this. It's just like the chapter name. This is from Among Flowers again. And then I like this little like illustration. This literally like little simply flower illustration. I think that's a really cute touch. I was thinking about getting that as a tattoo actually, and I might, just because I think it's so cute. Yeah, so there's that. Best spine is the next category. I have a few contenders. I don't have any spines that are super interesting, but I just love the boldness of this one. This is called Gay Bar, Why We Went Out, and the paperback version of this book is also really pretty. It's white. Sorry, this is the paperback. The hardcover version of this book is also really pretty. It's like white with like pink detailing. This is the paperback version. I don't know, something about like this on my shelf stands out against all the other books. Like my eyes immediately go to this book. Gay Bar, like, yeah, sure. I want to get into the mix. Also, another spine that I really like, I'm bringing it back to another NYRB. Their editions of books are these. Super simple and classic. Each book is like different colors, and together they look really beautiful. And then another version of books is the British version of like the modern classics. So this one is Audre Lorde Zami. This like robin's egg almost color blue edition of Penguin Modern Classics are really pretty. They just like really capture my attention. They're gorgeous when the books are all together. Yeah, so those are my spines.